Hello, my friends. Aunque parezca mentira, esto que estáis viendo tan real como la vida misma, con estas texturas, estas siluetas de personas, no son personas de verdad, sino un escenario un poco cutre. Bienvenidos amigos, estamos a punto de despegar tenemos que ponernos en marcha del aeropuerto de Edimburgo y vamos a volar a Dublín. Y ya está, no hay más que decir. Vamos a volar con Fs2crew, que me había cabreado mucho con este add-on, pero aprovechando una oferta de invierno, pues digo, venga, así nos subimos el listón. No garantizo que lo usemos siempre, porque se coge uno malas costumbres con esto, pero bueno, para de vez en cuando volar con un copiloto. He hecho ya un vídeo anterior desde Dublín hasta aquí y más o menos vamos superando problemas, algunos problemas que hemos encontrado, y hemos podido comprobar que podemos correr Voxatc al mismo tiempo. Venga, pre-flights events, y que empiece a trabajar aquí el copiloto.
Okay, let's get this show on the road.
Más te vale, chaval. Chun, 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 chun. Fs2crew sigue teniendo cosas ultra absurdas, como que no te entienda la palabra set, que no se puede pronunciar de otra forma. Ni en mis momentos más nativos la podría haber pronunciado mejor, pero es lo que hay. Bueno, pues el FO empieza los procedimientos de arranque de puesta en marcha del avión. Lo primero que hace es activar batería. Si hubiera conectada fuente externa de energía que no está conectada, pues la activaría. Pasa los test de incendios. Fire test. Vamos a dejarnos de track IR, que el rendimiento en este aeropuerto es horrible. Y arranca PU y configura bombas de combustible. Fs2crew hace todo de forma diferente a como te indica el manual de PMDG. El manual de procedimientos de PMDG. Bueno, estamos haciendo SOP 1, que es el más completo, digamos, de todos los procedimientos que puedes seguir en Fs2crew. Y bueno, él pone la bomba de combustible esta de aquí. No sé si es que yo he cogido la costumbre de poner esta para arrancar a PU. No enciende luces de emergencia, no las deja armadas en esta fase, y hace una serie de cosas, pues bueno, que son más o menos diferentes. Vamos a abrir Voxatc.
I'm out for the walk around.
Ok, thanks. Me pone muy nervioso escalar la ventana. Right. Entonces nosotros tenemos que ir haciendo otras cosas, como por ejemplo setear el IRS en nav. Ahora que terminó ya de ponerlo a punto el FO, el First Officer. Flight Recorder tiene que estar en normal. Y Match Airspeed, Warning Test 1. Ok. El 2. Y el stall hasta dentro de 4 minutos. No podemos comprobarlo. Y comprobamos el panel de motores. Si queremos empezar con un motor o con otro. Es primer vuelo del día, así que empezaremos con el 2. Y parking brake. Y vamos con ATIS, la copia de ATIS, de lo que es copiar el ATIS para el examen. Ok, vamos a activar Voxatc. Y ahora empieza a cobrar vida el aeropuerto. Estrenamos voces nuevas también aquí. Como el tráfico corre a cargo de Voxatc, pues... ahí empieza a coger vida. Tenemos que sintonizar 131.350. Y nos van a saltar los ATIS, el nativo y el de Voxatc.
102.6 QNH1018. No signifies you have information Sierra. This is Edinburgh. Information Sierra. 0800 Zulu. And use runway 24. 1245 degrees 15 knots. Visibility greater than 20 kilometers.
Vamos a 121.750.
Fewer 2,400 feet. Broken at
Oh my god.
4,500 feet. Temperature 102.6.
Vamos a quitar al aliasing.
QNH1018.
21.75. Edinburgh ground, Golf Romeo 761, radio check 121.75.
Golf Romeo 761. Readability 5.
Readability 5 also, Golf Romeo 761. Edinburgh ground, Golf Romeo 761, ready for clearance. Dublin International.
Golf Romeo 761.
International, es
Stand
como
by.
se dice.
Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 747, at gate 27, with information Sierra, ready taxi with clearance.
Pacifica 747. Stand by.
Vale.
Golf Romeo 761. Cleared to Dublin International Airport. Gerson 1 Charlie departure. Then was filed. Squawk 3030.
Golf Romeo 761 is cleared to Dublin International Airport. Go some 1 Charlie departure, then as filed. Squawk 3030.
Golf Romeo 761. Squawk 3030.
Golf Romeo 761, Squawk 3030.
Golf Romeo 761. Squawk 3030.
Golf Romeo 761, Squawk 3030.
Golf Romeo 761. Myriad back correct. Pacifica 747. Taxi to holding point runway 24 via Golf
position in
Alpha
it.
Delta Whiskey and Delta.
Taxi to holding point runway 24, via Golf Lima Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta, Pacifica 747.
Volamos desde
Edinburgh ground. Pacifica 486.
Echo Golf
ready
Papa
for clearance. Frankfurt
Hotel.
Main. Pacifica 486. Stand by.
Y nuestra
Pacific
ruta
486, cleared
es
to
hasta
Frankfurt Main
Dublin,
Airport,
Eco
Tala 6
India
Charlie
Delta
departure,
Whiskey.
then was filed. Squawk 3035. Pacific 486,
Nuestro vuelo es
cleared
Golf
to
Romeo
Frankfurt Main Airport,
761.
Tala 6 Charlie departure, then was filed. Squawk 3035.
Y la pista va a ser la
Pacific
24, sí o sí.
486, period back correct.
Edinburgh
Pacific
Ground, Golf
486,
Romeo
request
761,
pushback and
request
start.
stop.
Golf Romeo 761, stand by. Pacific 486, pushback and start approved. Pacific 486.
Vamos a setear combustible.
Golf Romeo 761, unable at this time.
Vamos a ver. En el dispatch hemos calculado cargar 5.286 kilos de combustible.
Edinburgh Ground, Pacific 486, at Gate 1, with information Sierra, ready taxi with clearance.
72 pasajeros y un zero fuel weight
Pacific
de
486, taxi to holding point
49.3.
runway 24 via Echo Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta. Taxi to holding point runway 24 via Echo Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta, Pacific 486.
Edinburgh Ground, Golf Romeo 761, request stop.
Last aircraft, say again.
Edinburgh Ground, Golf Romeo 761, request start up.
Golf Romeo 761, startup approved.
Roger, Golf Romeo 761.
Edinburgh Ground, Pacifica 272, ready for clearance Frankfurt, Maine.
Pacifica 272, stand by. Pacifica 272, cleared to Frankfurt Main Airport, Tala 6 Charlie departure, then was filed. Squawk 3043.
Pacifica 272, cleared to Frankfurt Main Airport, Tala 6 Charlie departure, then is filed. Squawk 3043.
Pacifica 272, period back correct.
Pacifica 272, request
Bueno, vamos a
pushback
pasar
and
el test
start.
del STALT.
Pacifica 272, pushback and start approved.
Pacifica 272.
Hi, the security and safety checks are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Okay, thanks.
Edinburgh Ground, Pacifica 272, at North Park 203, with information Sierra, ready taxi with clearance.
Pacifica 272, taxi to holding point runway 24, via Papa Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta.
Taxi to holding point runway 24, via Papa Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta, Pacifica 272.
Pacifica 747, monitor Edinburgh Tower 118.7.
118.7, Pacifica 747.
Pacifica 272, monitor Edinburgh Tower 118.7.
118.7, Pacifica 272.
Edinburgh Ground, Pacifica 367,
Edinburgh Ground, Golf Romeo
ready for
761 at
clearance
gate
southbound.
10 with information Sierra, ready taxi with clearance.
Golf Romeo 761, stand by. Pacifica 367, stand by.
Okay, I'm back from the walk around. Everything looks good.
Okay. Thank you. Vamos a hacer el test del oxígeno.
Golf Romeo 761, taxi to holding point runway 24, via Foxtrot Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta.
Ok. Taxi to holding point runway 24 via Foxtrot Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta Golf Romeo 761.
Golf Romeo 761, via Foxtrot Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta.
Via Foxtrot Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta Golf Romeo 761. Vamos a preparar la ruta. Salimos de pista 24
Pacific at 367, clear
y
to
nos han dado
Bosnova Airport, Tala 6 Charlie departure, then was
el
filed,
SID
Squawk 3053.
que teníamos previsto. Gosam
Pacific
1 Charlie, el
clear
primero.
to Bosnova Airport, Tala 6 Charlie departure, then is filed, Squawk 3053.
Pacific at 367, period back correct.
Y tenemos estimado, vamos a ver,
Pacific at
aterrizar
486, Monitor Edinburgh Tower
en
118.7.
Dublin en la 16.
118.7.
Vamos a comprobarlo.
Pacific at 486.
Pacifica 367, request pushback and start.
Pacific at 367, pushback and start approved.
Sí, vamos a actualizar de
Pacifica
cualquier modo, pero
367.
16.
Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 914, ready for clearance Frankfurt, Maine.
Pacifica 914, stand by.
Ok. La altitud más favorable es la que tenemos planeada.
Pacifica 914, clear to Frankfurt Main Airport, Tala 6 Charlie departure, then was filed, Squawk 3056.
Pacifica 914, cleared to Frankfurt Main Airport, Tala 6 Charlie departure, then is filed, Squawk 3056.
Pacifica 914, period back correct.
Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 367, at North Park 207, with information Sierra, ready taxi with
Nimac.
clearance. Pacifica 914, request pushback and start.
Pacifica 914, stand by. Pacifica 367, taxi to holding point runway 24, via Papa Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta.
Taxi to holding point runway 24.
Y
via
la
Papa
altitud,
Alpha Delta Whiskey
240.
Delta, Pacifica 367.
Pacifica 914, pushback and start approved.
Pacifica 914.
Los vientos de crucero.
Hi, here's the fuel slip.
Okay, thanks.
See you later.
Pacifica 367,
26128.
Edinburgh Tower 118.7.
118.7, Pacifica 367. Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 914, at North Park 202, with information Sierra, ready taxi
Vamos
with
a
clearance.
configurar con tops.
Pacifica 914, taxi to holding point runway 24, via Papa Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta.
Taxi to holding point runway 24, via Papa Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta, Pacifica 914.
Pacifica 914, monitor Edinburgh Tower 118.7.
118.7, Pacifica 914.
Plus 5 and
Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 659, ready for clearance Frankfurt, Maine. Pacifica
Cel de
659,
66.
stand by.
y tenemos margen de pista de
Pacifica
602.
659, cleared to Frankfurt Main Airport, Tala 6 Charlie departure, then as filed, Squawk 3065. Pacifica 659, cleared to Frankfurt Main Airport, Tala 6 Charlie departure,
Vientos en pista de 240-15.
Squawk 3065. Pacifica 659, period back.
Y runway slop 0.1.
Pacifica 659, request pushback and start. Pacifica 659, pushback.
V1 es 124, VR es 128 y V2 es 134. El trim es 493.
Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 659, F
Y
North 201, with
altitud
information
inicial
Sierra,
10.000,
taxi
el
clear.
heading de pista
Pacifica 659, taxi to holding
es
point runway
242.
24, via Papa Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta. Taxi to holding point runway 24, via Papa Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta, Pacifica 659.
y
Pacifica
V2
659,
154 vamos a poner aquí.
118.7. 118.7. Pacifica 659.
Ok.
Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 485, ready for clearance Osnova.
Pacifica 485, stand by.
Pre-flight checklist, please.
Pacifica
Pre-flight
485,
checklist.
cleared
Oxygen.
to Osnova Airport.
Tested,
Dallas
100%.
Charlie departure, then was filed.
Tested
Squawk
100%.
3072.
Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal, auto.
Pacifica
Window heat,
485,
on.
cleared to
Pressurization mode
Osnova
selector,
Airport,
auto.
Tala 6
Flight
Charlie
instruments.
departure, then as filed.
Heading
Squawk
151.
3072.
Altimeter
Pacifica 485,
0140.
period back correct.
Heading 1,
Pacifica
5,
485,
1. Altimeter
request
3,
push back and
0,
start.
0, 6. Parking
Pacifica
brake.
485, push
Set.
back and start approved.
Pacifica 485,
Set. 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 Set and checked. Set and checked. Set. 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 Set.
Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 485, at North
Set.
Park 200, with information
estúpido,
Sierra,
amigos,
ready
de verdad.
taxi with clearance.
Si solo se puede decir set, ¿por qué te tienes que quedar en el rollo de que no detectas set? Es tan ridículo, pero bueno, en fin, pasamos de
Taxi
ello.
to holding point runway 24,
Pero
via
me
Papa
lleva a los
Delta
demonios.
Whiskey and Delta, Pacifica 485.
Are you ready for a departure brief?
Pacifica
Go for it.
485, monitor Edinburgh Tower 118.7.
118.7, Pacifica 485.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off from the gate. Taxi route will be assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff, using rated thrust, planning a Flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. In the event of a malfunction prior to V1, I will either call reject or continue. Standard low-speed reject procedures
Edinburgh
below
ground,
80 knots.
Pacifica
Between 80 knots and
982, ready
V1,
for
I will only
clearance,
conduct a
Frankfurt
high-speed
Main.
reject in the case of an engine
Pacific
fire
982,
or failure, predictive
stand by.
wind shear warning, or if there's any condition that makes the aircraft unable or unsafe to take into the air. I will simultaneously close the thrust levers, disconnect the auto throttle, apply maximum manual braking or verify the
Pacific
operation of the
982,
RTO auto
clear
brake,
to Frankfurt
apply maximum
Main
reverse
Airport,
thrust,
Dallas
verifying the
Charlie
extension of the
departure,
speed brake, and
then
bring
as
the
filed.
aircraft to a complete
Squawk
stop and set the parking brake.
3100.
We will then run the appropriate checklist and evaluate our
Pacifica
options.
982,
If you can monitor my actions and make the standard reject takeoff calls, including any abnormalities that you observe before advising ATC. From V1, or if the call is to continue, I will continue the takeoff as per standard company procedures. We will climb to the minimum sector altitude and track clear of local terrain. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. All going well, the departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete.
Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 982, at gate 11, with information Sierra, ready taxi with clearance.
Here's the load sheet for you.
Pacifica 982.
Thank you.
Taxi to holding point runway 24 via Foxtrot Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta.
Taxi to holding point runway 24, via Foxtrot Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta, Pacifica 982.
Welcome aboard our flight today. In preparation for departure, please ensure that your seatbelts are fastened, tray tables are up and locked, carry-on items are stowed beneath the seat in front of you or to overhead bins, leaving a clear and easy access center aisleway. This does include any purses, backpacks, briefcases, laptop computers, nothing in your laps, and nothing hidden behind your legs. All items placed beneath the seat in front of you. Electronic devices, if you can make sure that they are in the airplane mode so you're no longer sending or receiving a wireless signal.
Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 317, ready for clearance Frankfurt Main. Pacifica 317, stand by. Pacifica 317, cleared to Frankfurt Main Airport, Tala 6 Charlie departure, then was filed, Squawk 3107.
Hi, the cabin is ready
Pacifica
to go.
317, cleared
Thanks.
to Frankfurt Main Airport.
Thanks, let me know
Tala
if you need
6
anything.
Charlie departure, then was filed, Squawk 3107. Pacifica 317, period back correct. Pacifica 317, request pushback and start.
Okay, to ground.
Pacifica 317, pushback.
Can
and
we
start approved.
pressurize the hydraulics?
Pacifica 317.
Roger, you okay to pressurize the hydraulics?
Pacifica 982, monitor Edinburgh Tower 118.7.
118.7, Pacifica 982.
Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 317, at gate 11, with information Sierra, ready taxi with clearance. Pacifica 317, taxi to holding point runway 24.
Before start
via
procedure.
Foxtrot Alpha Delta
Check.
Whiskey and Delta. Taxi to holding point runway 24 via Foxtrot Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta, Pacifica 317.
Before start checklist, please.
Before Before start checklist.
Edinburgh ground,
Closed and
Pacifica
locked.
998,
MCP.
ready for clearance. Frankfurt
B2
Main.
is 154.
998.
Heading
Standby.
242. Altitude 10,000.
Takeoff speeds.
V1 124.
998.
BR
Clear to Frankfurt
128.
Main Airport. Tala 6 Charlie departure.
B2
Then is
134.
114.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Pacifica
Rudder and
998,
aileron trim.
cleared to Frankfurt
3
Main
and 0.
Airport. Tala 6 Charlie departure, then as filed. Squawk
3 and 0.
Pacifica 998.
3 and 0.
Back correct.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Pacifica
Completed.
998, request
Anti-collision
pushback
light.
and start.
1. Before start checklist complete.
Pacifica 998. Pushback and start approved.
Pacifica 998. Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 998, at gate 8, with information Sierra, ready taxi with clearance.
Pacifica
Start
998.
sequence is
Taxi
2,
to
then
holding
1.
point runway 24
Check.
via Foxtrot Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta.
Locking gear.
Taxi to holding point runway 24, via Foxtrot Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta, Pacifica 998.
Pacifica 317. Monitor Edinburgh Tower 118.7. 118.7. Pacifica 317.
Start engine 2.
Starting 2.
Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 481, ready for clearance Osnova. Pacifica 481, standby. Pacifica 481, clear to Osnova Airport. Tala 6 Charlie departure, then is filed. Squawk 3122. Pacifica 481, clear to Osnova Airport. Tala 6 Charlie departure, then is filed. Squawk 3122. Pacifica 481, period back correct. Pacifica 481,
Abra 2.
pushback and start. Pacifica 481, pushback and start approved. Pacifica 481.
Departure check completed. Bypass been inserted. Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
Start the
Start
cutout.
at wheel.
Start engine 1.
Edinburgh ground.
Start
Pacifica
engine 1.
481 at gate
Starting
6
one.
with
We now request
information
your full
Sierra,
attention as the
ready
flight
taxi
attendants
with
demonstrate
clearance.
the safety features of this aircraft. When the seatbelt sign illuminates, you must fasten your
481,
seatbelt.
taxi to
Insert the
holding
flat metal
point
clip to the
runway
buckle and pull
24
the listener
via
strap to tighten
Foxtrot
it
Echo
up.
Alpha
To release
Delta
your
Whiskey
seatbelt,
and
lift
Delta.
the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your
Taxi
seatbelt
to
fastened
holding
throughout
point
the flight
runway
as we may
24
experience
via
turbulence.
Foxtrot Echo
There are
Alpha
several
Delta
emergency
Whiskey
exits
and
on this
Delta.
aircraft, 2
Pacifica
forward, 2
481.
aft, and 2 over each wing.
Abra el 1.
Please take a moment to locate the exit nearest you. In some cases, the exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you toward the exit. Doors can be opened by moving the handle in the direction of the arrow. Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide, which may also be detached and used as a life raft. Oxygen and air pressures are always being monitored. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will automatically appear in front of you. To
998,
start the flow of
monitor
oxygen, pull the
Edinburgh
mask
Tower
toward you. Place it
118.7.
firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head. Breathe normally.
118.7, Pacifica
Although the bag does not inflate,
998.
oxygen is flowing to the
Starter
mask.
cutout.
If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask on first and then assist that other
Edinburgh
person.
ground,
Keep your
Pacifica
mouth on until
889,
a uniformed
ready
crew
for
member
clearance
advises you
Frankfurt
to remove
Main.
it. In the event of an emergency,
Pacifica
please assume the bracing
889,
position.
stand by.
Lean forward with your hands on top of your head and your elbows against your thighs. Ensure your feet are flat on the floor. A life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do
Pacifica
so, open the
889,
plastic pouch and
clear
remove
to
the
Frankfurt
vest.
Flaps
Main
5.
Over your head.
Tala 6
Wrap
Charlie
the straps
departure,
around your waist.
then
Set
is
parking
filed.
brake.
Squawk 313.
Parking brake.
Pull firmly on the red cord only when leaving the aircraft.
Pacifica
If you need to
889,
refill the
cleared
vest,
to
blow into the
Frankfurt Main
mouthpiece.
Airport.
Use the
Tower
whistle
6
and light
Charlie
to attract
departure,
attention.
then as
Also,
filed,
your seat
Squawk
bottom cushion can be used as a
3130.
flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms to
Pacifica
the straps, and
889,
hug the cushion
period
to your
back correct.
chest. We remind you
Pacifica
that this is a
889,
non-smoking flight.
request push
Tampering
back
with,
and
disabling,
start.
or destroying the smoke detectors located in the laboratories
Pacifica
is prohibited by law.
889, pushback and
You will
start
find
approved.
this and all other safety information in the card
Pacifica
located in the seat
889.
pocket in front of you. We strongly suggest you read it before taking off.
Unlocking
If
gear.
you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask one of our crew members. We wish you all an enjoyable flight.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass main removed.
Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 889, at gate 5, with information Sierra, ready taxi with clearance.
Left
Pacifica
is clear.
889,
Right
taxi
is
to
clear.
holding point runway 24 via Echo Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta.
Controls check.
Ready.
Taxi to holding point runway 24, via Echo Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta, Pacifica 889.
Full left. Center. Full right. Center. Full up. Full down. Center. Left. Center. Right. Center. Flights control check complete.
Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 318, ready for clearance Osnova.
Pacifica 318, stand by.
Before taxi checklist, please.
Before taxi checklist, generators on. Probe 8 on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve
Pacifica
auto. Engine start
318,
switches
cleared to
continuous.
Osnova Airport.
Recall.
Tala 6
Check
Charlie
it.
departure, then is filed. Squawk
Checked.
3135.
Checked.
Pacifica 318,
Check it.
cleared to Osnova Airport.
Checked.
Tower 6 Charlie departure, then
Check
as
it.
filed, Squawk 3135.
Checked.
Pacifica 318, period back
Check
correct.
it.
Pacifica 318, request push back and start.
Checked.
Pacifica
Checked.
318, stand by.
Check it.
Pacifica 481, monitor Edinburgh Tower 118.7. 118.7. Pacifica 481. Pacifica 318.
Before
pushback
taxi
and
checklist,
start
please.
approved.
Before taxi checklist,
Pacifica 318.
generators on. Probe 8 on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches continuous. Recall.
Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it.
Edinburgh ground,
Checked
Pacifica
and set.
318, at gate Alpha 1,
Checked
with
and
information
set.
Tango, ready taxi with clearance.
Ay, qué ridículo.
318,
¿Qué es esto?
taxi to holding
Si
point
solo se puede decir una
runway
cosa,
24 vía Echo Alpha Delta
¿por qué
Whiskey and Delta.
eres tan estúpido? En fin.
Taxi to holding point
Clear on the
runway
left.
24,
Clear
via
right.
Echo Alpha Delta Whiskey and Delta, Pacifica 318.
Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 817, ready for clearance Osnova.
Pacifica 817, stand by. Pacifica 817, cleared to Bosnova Airport, Tala 6 Charlie departure, then as filed, Squawk 3142.
Pacifica 817, cleared to Osnova Airport, Tala 6 Charlie departure, then as filed, Squawk 3142.
Pacifica 817, period back correct. Pacifica 889, monitor Edinburgh Tower 118.7.
118.7, Pacifica 889.
Pacifica 817, request pushback and start.
Pacifica 817, standby. Golf Romeo 761, monitor Edinburgh Tower 118.7.
118.7 Golf Romeo 761.
Pacifica 817, pushback and start approved.
Pacifica 817. Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 817, at gate Bravo 1, with information Tango, ready taxi with clearance.
Pacifica 87.
Before takeoff checklist, please.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Are you sure? Stabilizer trim.
5 points, 4 units.
Pacifica 367. Contact Edinburgh. Approach 121.2.
121.2. Pacifica 367.
5.4 units.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Orbit 981. Turn left any intersection. Wilco. Orbit 981. Pacifica 659. Runway 24 line up.
Runway 24 line up. Pacifica 659.
Orbit 981. Contact Edinburgh ground 121.75. Pacifica 659. Wind 240 degrees at 15. Cleared takeoff runway 24.
Cleared takeoff runway 24, Pacifica 659.
Pacifica 485. Pacifica 485. Runway 24 line up.
Runway 24, line up, Pacifica 485.
Pacifica 485. Wind 240 degrees at 15. Cleared takeoff runway 24.
Cleared takeoff runway 24, Pacifica 485.
Pacifica 982.
121.2, Pacifica 659.
Pacifica 982, runway 24 line up.
Runway 24 line up, Pacifica 982. Cleared takeoff runway 24, Pacifica 982.
317.
Edinburgh Tower Pacifica 341, UNLS runway 24.
341, Edinburgh Tower, Roger. Pacifica 485, contact Edinburgh, approach
121.2,
121.2.
Pacifica 485.
Runway 24 line up, Pacifica 370. Clear takeoff runway 24, Pacifica 370.
Pacifica 982.
Edinburgh Tower, Pacifica 538, runway 24. Pacifica 538, Edinburgh Tower, Roger.
Runway 24 line up, Pacifica 998.
Pacifica 998, wind 240 degrees at 15, cleared takeoff runway 24.
Cleared takeoff runway 24, Pacifica 998.
Pacifica 481. Pacifica 317, proceed direct Edinburgh.
Proceed direct Edinburgh, Pacifica 317.
Pacifica 317, contact Edinburgh, approach 121.2.
121.2, Pacifica 317.
Edinburgh Tower, Pacifica 193, with you on ILS runway 24. Pacifica 193, Edinburgh Tower, Roger.
runway 24 lineup, Pacifica 481.
Pacifica 481, wind 240 degrees at 15, cleared takeoff runway 24.
Cleared takeoff runway 24, Pacifica 481.
Pacifica 889.
Chun, 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 chun.
Pacifica 998, proceed direct Edinburgh.
Proceed direct Edinburgh, Pacifica 998.
Pacifica 998, contact Edinburgh, approach 121.2.
121.2, Pacifica 998.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, on behalf of the flight crew and staff, we want to welcome you aboard the aircraft and thank you for choosing us for your flight and travel carrier. If there's anything that we can do to make your flight more enjoyable, please ask the cabin crew. Thank you.
Pacifica 889, runway 24 line up.
Runway 24, line up, Pacifica 889.
Pacifica 889, wind 240 degrees at 15, cleared takeoff runway 24.
Cleared takeoff runway 24, Pacifica 889.
Edinburgh Tower, Pacifica 711, with you on ILS runway 24.
Pacifica 711, Edinburgh Tower, roger. Golf Romeo 761. Pacifica 481, did you copy?
Pacifica 481. Say
Runway
again.
entry procedure.
Pacifica
Check.
481, cleared takeoff runway 24.
Cabin crew, take your seats.
Pacifica 481, did you copy?
Ready to go.
Pacifica 481. Say again.
Pacifica 481, cleared takeoff runway 24. Pacifica 481, did you copy?
Pacifica 481. Say again.
Pacifica 481, cleared takeoff runway 24. Pacifica 481, did you copy?
Pacifica 481. Say again.
Pacifica 481, cleared takeoff runway 24.
Ya despegado.
Pacifica 481, did you copy?
Pacifica 481. Say again.
Pacifica 481, cleared takeoff runway 24. Pacifica 481, did you copy?
Edinburgh Tower, Pacifica 211, with you on ILS runway 24.
Pacifica 481, did you copy?
Pacifica 481. Say again. Pacifica 481. Say again.
Pacifica 481, Cleared takeoff runway 24. Pacifica 481. Cleared takeoff runway 24.
Está muy confundida. Clear left.
Pacifica
Clear right.
481. Did you copy?
Vamos a
Pacifica
salir.
481. Say again.
Porque si no. Take off.
Pacifica
Check.
481. Cleared takeoff runway 24. Pacifica 481. Did you copy?
Pacifica 481.
And one
Say
toga.
again.
Check.
Pacifica 481. Cleared takeoff runway 24.
Thrust set. 80 knots.
Pacifica
90 knots.
481. Did you copy?
Pacifica 481. Say again.
V1.
Pacifica
V1.
481. Cleared takeoff runway 24.
Positive rate.
Check it.
Pacifica 481.
Gear up.
Did you copy?
Pacifica 481. Say again.
Pacifica 481. Cleared takeoff runway 24. Pacifica 481. Did you copy?
Pacifica 481. Say again.
Pacifica 481.
Flaps 1.
Cleared
Flaps
takeoff
1.
runway 24.
Test.
Flaps up.
Flaps up.
After takeoff checklist, please.
Stand by.
Edinburgh Tower, orbit 677. With you on ILS runway 24.
Orbit 677. Edinburgh Tower. Roger.
Information Quebec. 0852 Zulu. In use for
Wow.
runway 24. Wind 245 degrees 15 knots. Visibility greater than 20 kilometers.
After takeoff checklist, please.
Cloud.
After takeoff
View at
checklist. Engine
2,200
bleeds.
feet.
On. Packs. Auto.
Broken at
Landing gear.
4,500
Up and
feet.
off. Flaps. Up. No lights.
Temperature minor dew
After takeoff
0.7.
checklist complete.
QNH1018. No say goodbyes, you have information Quebec.
Edinburgh Airport information. Whiskey.
This is
Happy release to the
Edinburgh.
cabin crew.
Information Quebec.
Yes, thanks.
0852 Zulu. In use runway
Yes.
24. Wind 245 degrees 15 knots. Visibility greater than 20 kilometers. Cloud. View at 2,200.
Edinburgh ground, Golf Romeo 761, radio check 121.75.
Golf Romeo 761. Readability 5.
Readability 5, Golf Romeo 761. Readability 5 also, Golf Romeo 761. Edinburgh ground, Golf Romeo 761, ready for clearance, Dublin International.
Golf Romeo 761, cleared to Dublin INTL Airport, go Sam 1 Charlie departure, then is filed, squawk 3032.
Golf Romeo 761 is cleared to Dublin International Airport, go Sam 1 Charlie, departure then as filed, squawk 3032.
Check.
Edinburgh ground, Pacifica 785, ready for clearance, Frankfurt, Maine.
Edinburgh Tower. Vamos a ver si recuperamos el ATC porque...
Test.
Ahora, Scottish Center. Scottish Center, Golf Romeo 761 with you, leaving flight level 60, climbing flight level
Transition altitude
40.
set standard.
Golf Romeo 761, Scottish Center, Roger. Scottish Center, Pacifica 185, with you at flight level 320. Pacifica 185, Scottish Center, Roger. Golf Romeo 761, immediately, climb to flight level 240.
Climb to flight level 240, Golf Romeo 761.
Scottish Center, Pacifica 964, with you at flight level 240.
Pacifica 964, Scottish Center, Roger.
Scottish Center, orbit 311, with you at flight level 350.
Orbit 311, Scottish Center, Roger.
Scottish Center, Echo India Romeo Charlie Yankee, with your flight level 200.
Bueno, vamos a preparar el
Echo
descenso.
India Romeo Charlie Yankee.
Que
Scottish
aquí
Center.
enseguida
Roger.
estamos llegando.
Okay to release the cabin?
Yes, please.
Okay, okay.
Scottish Center, orbit.
Veamos, estamos en... Vamos a hacer esto de otra manera, tú. Estamos, vamos a subir a 24.000, vamos a hacer un step a 18, otro a 12 y otro a 6. A 18, 256, 32. A 12, 253, 39. Y a 6, 246, 36.
Pacifica 185.
Vamos a ver
Contact
las
Manchester
cartas en Dublin.
118.77. 118.77. Pacifica 185.
Scottish Center, Pacifica 515, with you at flight level 260.
Pacifica 515. Scottish Center. Roger.
Scottish Center, orbit 151, with your flight level 250.
Orbit 151. Scottish Center. Roger.
¿De dónde se saca Windows estos teclados que yo no le pido que me instale?
Scottish Center, orbit 711, with your flight level 350.
Orbit 711.
A ver,
Scottish
estimamos
Center.
minimums a 4.17 en DA.
1011.
Scottish Center, Golf Zulu Quebec Golf Kilo, with your flight level 200.
Golf Zulu Quebec Golf Kilo, Scottish Center, Roger.
Y la altitud de transición serían 3000.
Pacifica 217, with you at flight level 250.
Pacifica 217, Scottish Center, Roger. Orbit 867,
El ángulo sería
contact Manchester
161.
118.77, orbit 867.
Set course 161.
Scottish Center, orbit 714, with your flight level 290.
Set course 161.
Orbit 714, Scottish Center.
Course
Roger.
set 161.
Scottish Center, Pacifica 299, with your flight level 260.
Pacifica 299, Scottish Center, Roger. Pacifica 217, contact Manchester Center 118.77.
118.77, Pacifica 217.
Set course on your side 161.
Course 161 set.
Scottish Center, Tango Foxtrot Delta Mike Foxtrot, with you at flight level 290.
Orbit 311, contact Manchester Center 118.77.
118.77, orbit 311.
Tango Foxtrot Delta Mike Foxtrot, Scottish Center, Roger. Orbit 151, contact Manchester Center 118.77.
118.77, orbit 151.
Orbit 714, contact Manchester
One
Center
coffee, please.
118.77.
118.77, orbit 714.
Golf Romeo 761, contact Manchester Center 118.77.
118.77, Golf Romeo 761.
Pacifica 611, contact Manchester Center 118.77. 118.77, Pacifica 611.
Manchester Center, Golf Romeo 761 with you at flight level 240.
Pacifica 611, Manchester Center, Roger. Golf Romeo 761, Manchester Center, Roger. Golf Romeo 761, descent to flight level 60.
Descent to flight level 60, Golf Romeo 761.
Manchester Center, Golf Victor Victor Yankee Golf, with your flight level 194. Golf Victor Victor Yankee Golf, Manchester Center, Roger.
Manchester Center, Oscar Oscar Charlie Foxtrot Zulu, with you at flight level 60.
Oscar Oscar Charlie Foxtrot Zulu, Manchester Center, Roger. Manchester Center, Pacifica 299, with you at flight level 262. Pacifica 299, Manchester Center, Roger. Manchester Center, Orbit 711, with you at flight level 353. Orbit 711, Manchester Center, Roger.
Vale, vamos a setear esto, a ver.
Manchester Center, Pacific 129, with you at flight level 330.
Minimums tiene que ser 417.
129, Manchester Center, Roger.
Final approach es 3000. Y missed approach.
I have control.
$3000 también.
Manchester Center, Pacifica 753, with you at flight level 330.
Pacifica 753, Manchester Center, Roger.
Let's start setting up for a descent.
Manchester Center.
Check.
Echo India Romeo Charlie Yankee, with you at flight level 200. Echo India Romeo Charlie Yankee, Manchester Center, Roger.
Manchester Center, Pacifica 366, with you at flight level 330.
Pacifica 366, Manchester Center, Roger.
Mira, aquí nos explican una cosa que no me habían sabido explicar. Es un ILS normal, no es CAT 2 ni CAT 3. Cuando es CAT 2 o CAT 3 se elige varo. Así que ahora es radio.
Manchester Center, orbit 249, with you at flight level 320.
Y otra cosa que se me ha olvidado porque siempre lo hago, pero he pensado que lo hace el FO. I have control.
You have control.
217, 250. Es esto.
Manchester Center, Foxtrot Lima Echo Kilo Papa, with you at flight level 120.
Foxtrot Lima Echo Kilo Papa, Manchester Center, Roger. Golf Romeo 761, contact Scottish Center 119.87.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 30 landing. VREF is 133. Final approach fixed altitude is 3000 feet. Decision height is 417 feet. Missed approach altitude is
119.87 Golf Romeo 761.
Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. We'll use the APU, but please delay the start until my command as we have a long taxi in. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set.
Scottish Center, Golf Romeo 761 with you, leaving flight level 171, descending flight level 60.
Pacifica 946. Contact Manchester Center 118.77.
118.77, Pacifica 946.
Descent
Golf Romeo
checklist, please.
761. Cleared via NIM at 1 kilo arrival.
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is
Scottish Center,
150
Pacifica
feet.
662.
Recall checked.
Refueling flight
Auto
level
brake,
340.
level 2. Landing data.
Pacifica 662.
BREF
Scottish Center, Roger.
133. Minimums 417 feet.
VREF 133. Minimums 417 feet. Approach briefing.
Complete.
Descent checklist complete.
Golf Romeo 761. Cleared via NIM at 1 kilo arrival.
Clear via Nimat, 1 kilo, arrival, Golf Romeo 761.
Scottish Center, orbit 931, with you at flight level 290.
Orbit 931. Scottish Center, Roger. Pacifica 662. Contact Manchester Center.
Vale, lo tenemos. Nimat,
118.77.
1 kilo.
118.77. Pacifica 662. Golf Romeo 761. Contact Dublin approach 119.55.
119.55 Golf Romeo 761.
Orbit 931. Contact Manchester Center 118.77.
Orbit 232.
Dublin approach, Golf Romeo 761 with you on Nimat, 1 kilo.
118.6, orbit 232.
Pacifica 573. Turn right heading 105, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1020, 17 miles to touchdown. Turn right heading 105, leaving altitude 3,400 feet, descending altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1020, Pacifica 573.
Dublin approach. Orbit 139. with you at flight level 60.
Golf Romeo 761, fly heading 250 degrees, descend to altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1020, expect vectors to ILS runway 16 approach. Pacifica 570.
Fly heading 250 degrees, descend to altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1020, Golf Romeo 761.
Last aircraft, say again.
Fly heading 250 degrees, descend to altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1020, Golf Romeo 761.
Golf Romeo 761, reduce speed 200.
Reduce speed 200, Golf Romeo 761.
Golf Romeo 761, reset transponder, squawk 3025.
Reset transponder, squawk 3025, Golf Romeo 761.
Orbit 139, fly heading 350 degrees, descend to flight level 50, expect vectors to ILS runway 16 approach.
Fly heading 350 degrees, leaving flight level 60, descending flight level 50, orbit 139. Dublin approach, orbit 988, with you at flight level 60.
Orbit 139, reduce speed 200.
Reduce speed 200, orbit 139.
Golf Romeo 761, immediately, descend to altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1020.
Descend to altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1020, Golf Romeo 761.
Golf Romeo 761, QNH 1020.
QNH 1020, Golf Romeo 761.
Pacifica 288, turn right heading 055, descend to altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1020, 22 miles to touchdown.
Set Q.
Prepare for landing.
Turn right heading 055.
Set QNH 1020.
Descending altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1020, Pacifica 288. Orbit 988, fly heading 350 degrees, descend to flight level
Set
50,
QNH 1020.
ILS runway 16 approach.
Fly heading 350 degrees, leaving flight level 60, descending flight level 50, orbit 988.
Set flaps 1.
Pacifica 573, localizer established.
Set flaps 1.
Pacifica 288, turn right heading 110 degrees. Descend
Flaps
to
1.
altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1020, 19er, miles to touchdown. Turn right heading 110 degrees, leaving flight level 41, descending altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1020, Pacifica 288.
Dublin approach, orbit 312, with you at flight level 60.
Orbit 988, reduce speed 200. Pacifica 573, descend on the glide path.
Reduce speed 200, orbit 988.
Pacifica 288, closing the localizer from the right, report established. Wilco, Pacifica 288. Descend on the glide path, Pacifica 573. Pacifica 573, contact Dublin Tower 118.6. 118.6, Pacifica 573. Golf Romeo 761, turn left heading 225, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1020, 19 miles to touchdown.
Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Turn left heading 225, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1020, Golf Romeo 761. Flaps 2.
Orbit 312, fly heading 350
Flaps 2.
degrees, descend to flight level 50, expect vectors to ILS runway 16 approach. Golf Romeo 761, closing the localizer from the left, report established.
1000 to level.
Fly heading 350 degrees.
Wilco Golf
leaving
Romeo
flight level
761.
60, descending flight level 50, orbit 312.
Vas a tener que ir en manual. Flaps 2.
We're above the flap speed.
Flaps 2.
We're above the flap speed.
350 degrees, leaving flight level 60, descending flight level 50, orbit 312.
Pacifica 288, localizer established. Last aircraft, say again.
Fine approach fix. Height checked. Missed approach
Flaps 2.
altitude set. Transition level.
Dublin
Altimeters
approach.
reset.
Pacifica
1,
333
0, 2,
with you
0.
at flight level
We're above the
60.
flap speed.
Es que este ILS
Golf Romeo
no te me cuelgues.
761, did you copy?
Dublin approach, Golf Romeo 761, localizer established.
Golf Romeo 761, descend on the glide path.
Descend on the glide path, Golf Romeo 761. Flaps
Golf Romeo
15.
761,
Speed break up.
contact
Flaps
Dublin
15.
Tower 118.6.
Cabin crew, take your seats.
Me voy a manual. .118.6 Golf Romeo 761.
Orbit 312, reduce B200.
Reduce speed 200, orbit 312.
Pacifica 288, descend on the glide path. Descend on the glide path, Pacifica 288.
Dublin Tower, Golf Romeo 761 with you on ILS runway 16. Oh my god,
Golf Romeo
desastre.
761, Dublin Tower, Roger.
Ahí tengo la pista.
Dublin Tower, Pacifica 288, with you on ILS runway 16.
Pero es que este
Pacifica
ILS no funciona
573, Contact Dublin Ground 121.8.
en este escenario mío. A ver, ¿cuál es el que tengo aquí? 111.5. Es el mismo. Pero es que no va.
Hotel, left turn out
No va.
VFR, wind 200 degrees at
Así que
16.
visual.
Clear takeoff runway 16.
Left turn out VFR, cleared takeoff runway 16, Echo Sierra Hotel.
Pacifica 288, Dublin Tower, Roger.
Bueno, vamos con un descenso que nos vamos a inventar. Landing gear. Vamos con 132. Flaps 13.
Flaps 13.
Dublin Tower, Golf Papa Mike, ready for departure.
Golf
Okay.
Papa Mike.
Lo
hold
cojo yo.
position. Hold position.
Autopilot
Golf
off.
Papa Mike,
Auto throttle. Autopilot. Fuera. Y auto throttle off.
Golf Romeo 761, cleared to land runway 16, wind 200 degrees at 16.
Clear to land runway 16 Romeo 761.
Last aircraft, say again.
Clear to land runway 16 Golf Romeo 761.
Dublin Tower, orbit 124, with you on ILS runway 16. Orbit 124, Dublin Tower, roger.
Approaching minimums.
500 feet.
Minimums.
Approach lights.
Set a speed brakes max.
Sync rate. $50, $30, $20, $10.
Knots.
Golf Romeo 761, turn left any intersection.
Wilco Golf Romeo 761.
Golf Romeo 761, contact Dublin ground 121.8.
Auto brake disarmed.
Okay, to clean up.
Check.
121.8 Golf Romeo 761.
For your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened.
Golf Papa Mike, wind 200 degrees at 16, clear takeoff runway 16.
Please check around your seat for
cleared
any
takeoff
personal
runway
belongings you
16,
have on board with you.
Golf Papa
Please use
Mike.
caution when opening clean overhead bins, as heavy articles may have shifted during flight. We remind you to please wait until you are inside the terminal to use
Dublin
the
ground Golf Romeo 761 vacated runway.
We'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we look forward to seeing you on board again in the near future.
Golf
We hope
Romeo
you have a nice day.
761, taxi to gate 301, via Hotel 1.
Start IPU.
Starting APU.
Taxi to gate 301 via Hotel 1 Golf Romeo 761.
Pacifica 573, taxi to gate Alpha 400.
Taxi to gate Alpha 400, Pacifica 573.
Pacifica 692, request push back and start.
Pacifica 692, standby. Orbit 693, monitor Dublin Tower 118.6.
118.6, orbit 693.
Pacifica 692, push back and start approved.
Pacifica 692.
Orbit 921, taxi to holding point runway 16, via Foxtrot 3 and Delta 3. Taxi to holding point runway 16, via Foxtrot 3 and Delta 3, orbit 921.
Dublin ground, Pacifica 692, at gate Alpha 404, with information Alpha, ready taxi with clearance.
Pacifica 692, taxi to holding point runway 16, via Foxtrot 2 Foxtrot 3 and Delta 3.
Taxi to holding point runway 16, via Foxtrot 2 Foxtrot 3 and Delta 3, Pacifica 692.
3 minutes.
Lights and doors.
Check. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check.
Pacifica 696, request pushback and start.
Pacifica
Doors disarmed.
696,
A view on the
push
bus.
back and start approved.
Pacifica 696. Pacifica 573.
Okay.
Shutting down.
Pacifica 573, roger.
Cierro el 2. Cierro el 1. Flight director off. Flight director off on your side.
Dublin ground. Pacifica 696. FK Delta 405.
Pues no tengo que hacer yo.
Information Alpha. Ready taxi with clearance.
Seatbelts off.
Pacifica 696, taxi to holding point runway 16, via Zulu Yankee Foxtrot 2
Sit down,
Foxtrot 3
Presidio.
and Delta 3.
Taxi to holding point runway 16. Via Zulu Yankee Foxtrot 2 Foxtrot 3 and Delta 3. Pacifica 696.
Shut down right engine.
Orbit 124, vacated runway.
Confirm.
Orbit 124, taxi to Park 600, via Mike 2 and Papa 2.
Taxi to Park 600, via Mike 2 and Papa 2, orbit 124.
Shut down checklist, please. Shut down checklist, please.
Stand by.
Pacifica 111, request push back and start.
Pacifica 111, push back and start approved.
Pacifica 111.
Shutdown checklist.
Stand by.
Bye, thank you for a wonderful flight.
Great job, gentlemen.
Dublin ground. Pacific
Okay, to
111,
ground, connect
packet
GPU, please.
302,
Go ahead.
With information
Connect
alpha,
GPU.
ready taxi with clearance.
Pacifica
Cockpit to
111, taxi
Go
to
ahead.
holding point
Connect the
runway
GPU.
16,
Roger,
via
connected to
Foxtrot 3
GPU.
and Delta 3.
Taxi to holding point runway 16 via Foxtrot 3 and Delta 3, Pacifica 111.
Captain, the GPU is connected.
Thank you. Shutdown checklist.
Stand by.
Orbit 124, shutting down.
Orbit 124,
Bueno,
roger.
algo se nos pasó por aquí. Ok, pues aquí nos quedamos, amigos. Siempre mola aterrizar aquí, en Dublín, la verdad. Richard Groy.